We are live, TB Sports 27, and we got the beginning of our road to the show. We talked about it for a while. We've been tweeting about it. If you follow us on Twitter, you knew this was coming. So we are going to get into it in just a moment. I'm pulling up the old Twitch as always so I can follow along in the chat with everybody. And you see the name of the stream. That's right. We are going to take Tom Brady back to his baseball roots. We'll go into all the history, all the backstory as we get more into it, but that's who we are doing our road to the show with. So we also need to download a roster here because there's some really good rosters for minor league players. I guess any one of these will do. There's high rated ones. I don't know if anyone has anyone in particular. This one's got over 1,000 downloads, so yeah, we'll download it if anyone has any other suggestions. That's good enough for me. July? I don't know, that's maybe a little out of date. Let's see. That's one of the higher rated ones, though. In the chat, does anyone have any suggestions for what's a good roster to find? As I'm struggling to get the old Twitch going as always. Seems to be an everyday struggle here. But yeah, we're going to jump into player creation in just a little bit. That one goes to August. That one's a little more up to speed. That's full minors. That was in April. So those are players. So yeah, we don't want players. Let's see. Trying to get the chat loaded is another struggle. They're tuning in, waiting. Here we go. Video producer. That's not what we want. We want channel, and there's usually a little icon. You click on a sword, and it comes up, and then it puts you in your stream, but oh, there's expand. Okay, here we go. So I think I got it now. All right, we should be good. So as far as roster goes, like I said, I don't see any suggestions in the chat just yet. Full minors version 2. March. Can we search by date, maybe? Yeah. All-time great, up to date. That one's got a 50% rating of up to date. Mid-September. These give you the minor league. Let's ask Reddit. Maybe Reddit knows. Let's see. There's King Josh. King Josh, do you know what the best minor league rosters are for MLB The Show? MLB The Show. Well, Reddit doesn't know either. Let's just we're mainly focusing on Brady here, so what does it matter? We'll just go with the highest rated. And descending, sorted out. This one, this is going back. This is July, but that's good enough because it's one of the higher rated ones. That'll work for us. So we'll download that. And it cuts the screen. It doesn't like the save being shown, the old PS4. But all right, so that is downloaded and installed. So let's jump into a road to the show. So we're doing this in the same style as if, now I know we got to play with the timeline a little bit, right? But we're doing this in the same style as Michael Jordan. So, in basketball, Michael Jordan. And we actually did this in my previous YouTube channel. We did a similar series to this, but where Michael Jordan won 3 titles with the Bulls. He left to play baseball at age 31, came back to basketball, won 3 more titles. So we're kind of doing that same thing with Tom Brady here. The only difference is we got to play with the timeline a little bit, because obviously now Brady's into his 40s, creeping up on his 50s. leaving now for a baseball career, wouldn't happen. So we're just pretending that Brady is in his prime, in his 20s and his 30s. He's already won 7 Super Bowls, and he wants to do like Michael Jordan did. He wants to go and give baseball a try. And Brady was drafted by the Montreal Expos back in his heyday. Of course, he went with football, which is what he was playing at Michigan. But there are pictures of Brady out there in a Montreal Expos outfit, a baseball card that I found on Google search. And the other thing that we're gonna switch up, we'll get into. Let's go ahead and make Brady, and let's load their saved roster. So our picture's gonna go away, even though there's nothing bad on the screen, but that's okay. And we are all loaded up. So, oh man, okay. So I'm gonna pull up all of Brady's history here. So let's look up. And you know the basics about Tom Brady, of course. But height, weight, all that stuff. We're going to go to the most reliable source. We're going to go to Wikipedia, man. Oh, man, okay. Tom. And we're going to take all the information right from there. Tom Edward Patrick Brady II, Jr., born August 3rd, 1977. He just had a birthday a month ago. So, let's see. Brady, born in California, so USA. And California, according to my notes here. He was born in San Mateo, California. The only son and 4th child of Galen Patricia and Tom Brady Sr. Alright, so California man, name and number, of course. Position. So this is where I was going to switch it up a bit. So Brady was drafted as a catcher. He played catcher. Let's see if they even have any stats of what here it is. Brady is known as a great baseball player in high school. He was left-handed batting catcher. His skills impressed MLB scouts. He was drafted in the 18th round by the Expos. The Expos had him listed as a potential all-star. Could have been one of the greatest catchers ever. Brady decided to play football instead. So, with that being said, Brady was a catcher. Brady's coming off of 7 Super Bowls. You're not putting the GOAT behind the plate. Brady's known for his arm, right? So we got to stick Brady at third base. He's gonna field, and he's gonna throw that thing all the way over to first. So we're gonna put Brady at third with his arm, with his big throwing arm. Or should we put Brady in the outfield? Is Brady gonna catch the ball, and with his strong arm, can he throw it in to get those big pickoffs? What do you guys think? Third? Maybe we can do outfield as like a secondary position, but I think third for Brady, just gunning it right over to first, is perfect for him. So we're going to go for third. And first name, of course, Tom, the GOAT. So Tom, and last name Brady. There we go. Jersey number, of course, number 12. That'd have the number 12. So there we go. Next. He is right-handed. It said he batted. We'll go with right, because that's what, this is, it said on here, this Wikipedia, he was a left-handed batting catcher. So left-handed batter. So that's what we're going to go with. Because that's what it says here, left-handed batting catcher. All right, so what kind of player is Brady going to be? Arm strength, power, contact speed, fielding, stealing. Brady's not known for speed, if anyone's ever seen his 40 time on YouTube. So batting clutch, Brady is pretty clutch. Arm strength, contact. Definitely got to go with arm strength, so Mr. Utility, ability to play almost anything. So arm strength and contact, or arm strength and power. What do you guys think? Brady, is he upper body to sling and wreck it? Is he going to be a home run hitter? Speed's the weakest, which is definitely true for Brady. This one has speed a little higher, so I think we'll go with pure power. Is going to be more of a Brady type position with the arm strength, more so. The power, and then, his clutch ability is right there. Discipline, speed is where his low point is. So we'll stick with power there. Personality, let's see, he's the captain, right? The more teammates he's familiar with, the more impactful his perks will be. Commander-in-Chief, the Maverick. Territorial up and arms outlaw. Not a lightning rod. I think he's the captain. I think you go, Brady. We'll go with the captain, so that's what we'll go with. Oh, we got our different tiers. Heart and soul. Well, geez, I give you 4 of these. You have to pick 3 of them, huh? And I guess Maverick. But first one's gonna be okay. So here we go. Nickname. Well, perfect. Physical appearance. That's what we got. We got to get an old picture of Brady. So let's see here. We know. I'm not gonna go into all this stuff. I just want hair. Yeah, hairstyle. Brady, he's got kind of like the spiky, the fluff at the top, kind of like that, but not as much balding, right? Like I think that's the Brady style right there. Perfect. The color, brown, of course. We'll move it more. I think right about there for the brown. Works for me. He's gonna be wearing a hat half the time. Not much of a sideburn man. Facial hair, no. He's gonna be wearing the hat half the time anyway. Head. Well, there are different head shapes. Boy, oh boy. Which one looks the most like Tom Brady? Leave your comments. That one? I don't know. It's a little too... Let's see. That one, maybe? Let's see how the smile looks. We'll stick with that one. Wrinkles, head size, da-da-da. Yeah, that's all fine. I think everything else, it's, gosh, Brady's the most, the most normal look, right, for an athlete. He doesn't have any noticeable tattoos or anything crazy like that, so I guess we could always go back and change this anytime, right? Batting stance. I think we could just stick with the normal for right now. Well, we can always go back and as you guys leave your comments down below. Ice Wizards is here. What's going on, Ice Wizard? Thank you for joining us. As the folks leave their different comments, we can change things up, of course. And equipment. Let's try to match his football equipment. So let's look up Tom Brady and get like his complete football style. Try to match his equipment there. So he's not a glove man. He's got the play sheet on his wrist. And that's really it. Not a whole lot. Well, there in the Super Bowl, he's got a glove on. So maybe we'll give him one glove. That looks to be on his left hand there. So, uniform, necklace. He didn't wear any of that. Pants style. The normal. So, glove. I'll wait till we get a team. Let's just go with the basic for now, and then we'll switch it up as we get to a team. The bat, the barrel. Let's go with the black. That always looks fun. Yeah, there we go. Logo color, automatic tape. What about the cross tape? That looks good, right? Team color, yeah. No pine tar. That always looks terrible. Batting glove on. Yeah, because that's, well, you can't put it on just the left, huh? Okay, well, fine. Style. You can see what style of glove he wears in football. Looks like the full. You only get 3 styles to choose from anyway. It's like just the full, like that. So, team default, that works for me. Yeah, I'll throw the old glove in the pocket. Why not? That's old baseball look, right? The helmet style. He does have his eye paint. We'll get some eye paint for Brady. Batting gear, so that this is where he has the wrist. No elbow guard, but runner wrist guard. Throw that on. That's on his. Because he wears the play calling. He'll wear the play calling wrist there. The kid, welcome back, my friend. Thank you for joining us. So we'll throw the wrist guard on. And shin guard. Brady doesn't need shin guard, right? Brady don't need none of that. So catcher gear's not going to be a catcher. And the cleats. Dial 3 team color. Yeah, that works. Eyewear. No, Brady doesn't wear eyewear, but he needs eye black. Yes. Perfect. All right, that's looking good, right? There's Brady himself. So personality. Didn't we do this already? What was captain? Oh, we did this already. Did I go back? Heart and soul. Oh my god, we better not lose all our progress. Okay, and finish. I must have hit back. But... all right. So, the GOAT, Tom Brady, he is going to be, the headlines. I didn't even get to put an age in for him, so I guess you're just already defaulted at a certain age. Like I said, obviously we're playing with the timeline a little bit, but we're playing with the same way that, like, Michael Jordan, having won a bunch of titles and gone to play baseball, we're doing the same with Brady, off of these Super Bowls, going to play baseball. So, the kid, oh my god, I'm missing all these comments. Is it a PSN name? PSN name, I actually have no idea. It might just be TB Sports, maybe. I have no idea, but I said I hardly ever use online because I don't have it. I pay for the Nintendo Switch online, but not for PS4. And how long have you been playing? We just started. We just started about 15 minutes ago creating Tom Brady here. This is episode 1. So this is going to be our first go-round with Brady in baseball, and we're going to see how he does. So let's get going. So the Scout Day, gentlemen, is your chance to impress the scouts. Brady ought to be a high draft pick. Where do you guys think Brady is going to go? So he's from California, so he's in the West, but he made his name on the East Coast in Boston. Now he's in Tampa. What do you guys think? Is the Red Sox going to draft him? Is the Rays going to try to draft him? 2K20 later, probably not going to play any WWE later. I'm going to do this for a little bit and then probably get ready for NXT later tonight. I'll be watching NXT for sure. I thought about if you guys ever want to do like a watch along. I don't know how I'd do that. Maybe I'd have to go and get a web camera or something like that, or maybe just put the picture up. But if you guys ever want to do a watch along sometime, I almost did that for the G1. Did a watch along. 2K22. You talking about basketball? No, I don't play. I have 2K19 on the Switch that I play a little bit, but I haven't really gotten too much into the basketball series these days. See that display of power there, Taryn. Let him rip, man. Yeah, there's some mistreatment on the ball for sure. Scouts want to see square, make solid contact. They'll take note of your power. Stay true to yourself. So there's a lot of people watching Brady here to see what he can do. Is he making a mistake? 7 Super Bowls. He wants to be the greatest sports star of all time, not just baseball. The media's here. It's like a circus out here. And so let's see. This is just practice right now. We haven't even started, but the man's warming up here. I gotta warm up myself. It's been a time. We stopped at the Diamondbacks at the All-Star break, so we're gonna get back to that soon. But I wanted to get this road to the show going with Tom Brady, and right now he's in practice just hacking them away. So we're not quite there yet, ready to start the evaluation. But everyone's watching. There we go. There's the pictures going off. The media. All right, that's good. Let's jump into the evaluation. So we got 10 pitches here, and he strikes out on the first pitch. Or takes a strike. Well, I guess they're all strikeouts, right? There's a solid hit. I don't know where it dropped to. Maybe it went foul. There we go. That one's heading back. It's going to clear, and it's gone. Oh, no, just short, but that helps. Man, just came up short. How about that one? Let's see. Brady's got the strength now. He's going to be a power hitter for us. That one, that'd be a solid single. I mean, it went, but that one fouls it off. So draft stock rising a little bit. The people saying, okay, maybe this Brady thing is going to work out. It'd be like Deion Sanders. Right? Or was it Bo Jackson? He played both? That one fouled off. Trying to have more success than Jordan or Tebow. That one, that would be a pop out. Just landing there would be an easy out, but making solid contact. Hasn't cleared the fence yet. Look at this one. That's carrying. There we go. There's the angle. I gotta make the camera angle happen, right? Okay, so what do you got? What do the scouts think? Everyone taking pictures. This is the craziest that scouting day has ever been, right? All right. We're going to at least play through today until we get to the draft. So, I want to at least know what team Brady's going to be on. Let's see that arm. Here we go. Just like in the NFL. Touchdown! Right there. Perfect. We got to put Brady's secondary position, the outfield, too, with the arm strength. That's going to be the goal, of course, Brady. Road to the show is always interesting. I have my personal road to the show with my TB Sports 27 guy. That one, he almost bobbled it. And I played 1 year, got drafted by the Mets. Played 1 year in minor league with the Rumble Ponies, AA. Got traded in the offseason to the Colorado Rockies and got called up to the majors and have been in the majors ever since. But Colorado's terrible, so hadn't really been getting to do much of anything. So here's a double play now. Solid. So the fielding's been good for Tom so far. He's not used to playing defense, but the fielding is working out well for him. All right, how many more of these we got? Oh, the backhander. Oh, that one a little off target. Now the bunt. What's our scenario? I don't even know who's on. Is it just going to first? Yep. Now speed is not where, you know, where Brady's gonna have a strong running, so. Okay, well, the draft stock on defense is going up for Mr. Brady. Okay. All right, well, there you go. And then we got a couple of prospect games that we'll take care of. I didn't even get to pick his height or his weight or anything. Do we blow right past that in the customization? I have to check again, because it... Unless they just do it for you, but I wanted to give, like, you know, his actual height and weight and all that fun stuff. All right, yeah, yes, I know all the tutorial. First game of the showcase, you got that right? We're trying to step up as a team. Yeah, that's, you know, what Brady would say. He's the captain. All together, top to bottom, be great. Customize appearance. Maybe you can't do a height or weight. I guess they just assign it to you. said, unless I completely missed it. Someone in the comments, let me know. I have no idea. 56 for Brady for baseball. All right, so let's play. We got our amateur showcase. All 30 major league teams plus a whole bunch of media, the press. They're watching. Like, what is Tom? What is he doing? Playing baseball, man. Okay. Coach talking it over. There's a lot of hype around Tom Brady. A little jealousy maybe from these young prospects. So I did put, is Sean Urban, is he a real? Because I put that roster in the game. Sean Urban. Doesn't look like he's a real player, so I don't know what the, so anyway, next appearance. All right, we got a fielding opportunity here. Perfect.
The second baseman, Fernando Enrique.
Fernando Enrique. That's a slow roller. Oh boy, not a good start. Well, not a good start. Little touchdown Tom there, just right past it. So now he's starting to see the chatter from the press, the boo birds. Like, what's this guy doing? He's taking up a roster spot from a kid. He's got 7 Super Bowls, and more does he got to prove? Well, let's see. The West down 2-0. Again, they organize them by hometown from California. Watch that fastball blow right past him. A little different than football now. But he's been behind the plate before, or to the side of the plate. Drafted by the Montreal Expos. That one, solid contact, but he pops it up as it's going to float right over the center fielder. So early on for Brady, the pop-up and the missed fielding play at third. Still down 2-0 to the Central.
The third baseman, Brady.
Holding off on these first pitches again. It's the second time. One went down the middle. They just kind of held off on it. Batting left like he did in high school. At least that's what Wikipedia said. He batted left.
Hey, get your pitch up there.
Oh boy, that was terrible. That was a terrible at bat. So, okay, rough start, but he's got to get some behind him, some reps behind him. Back up again. Now the West is tied, and he's got a chance for a big opportunity. Now silence the doubters here with this at bat. He might just go back to football after this experience. It's going to be a grounder. It's going to hit off of the third baseman, and everybody will be safe. My goodness, Brady putting on the speed he doesn't have a lot of. Gets on base, so bases are loaded. We'll take a look at it again. They'll give him a hit, right? They're not going to, hopefully they don't ring that up as an error. Hoping that'll be Brady's first. I mean, it's a prospect game, but his first hit in baseball.
Now batting, center fielder, Armando Rosario.
All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly.
Good chance for the West to jump out on top now. Oh, and strikes out. Brady with the wrist guard on, like in football. And he calls plays for him. This is like his baseball plays he's got on the wrist there. Billy Arnett, the leadoff man. And our net will go out. And the game will remain tied between the West and the Central.
Now batting.
Still 2-2 in a similar situation to what we were just in. 2 on, 1 out. Will Mead on the mound here. Again, watches that first pitch blow right past him for a strike. That's the 3rd time it's got him. Mead staring down greatness right now at the plate. Trying to become the greatest 2-sport star since Deion Sanders. And that fastball across the plate goes for a strikeout. Goes for a strike. 0-2 count now for Brady. And he swings through that one. So, a couple of rough at-bats here. A little rusty myself. It looks like the Central's going to pull this one off. So the West goes down, and Brady's baseball debut will get a hit out of it. 1 for 4. A couple of strikeouts. So it wasn't great. We had a issue fielding as well. So what do we got next? Let's head into the next game here. Should be against the East, right? There's like 3 of these games, right? The East and then the their international. What have you guys been playing lately? What have you been watching as well? You guys excited NXT 2.0 tonight? So this will be against the East. That's where Brady made his name, you know. Boston, Tampa. Getting coached up. That's enough of that. Let's get into this thing. Urban pitching again. They're going to wear the young man out. All right, chance at redemption here.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Eric Diaz.
It's going to be a bunt. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Tried to go fast, because that was a fast guy. That's, I guess, why I laid down the bunt. So, oof. 4-1, and the chatter picking up again for Brady here. 2 fielding efforts haven't been great. And he swings that one right to the first baseman. So Brady's baseball career starting off, or I guess I should say his return to baseball. Starting off a little slow here.
Leading off for the
Sandy Hutchison.
the right fielder,
Good name.
Sandy Hutchinson.
Sandy Cheeks. That one goes right over the head. Brady contemplates returning to the football field instead of this whole baseball thing. Merle Chavez.
The left fielder, Merle.
Double play opportunity. The East now up heavily on the West, 7-3. Not enough speed to get to that one. I don't know. Can you put? Is that one Brady's fault?
Relay. 4. Hey,
Oof. What do you guys think in the chat? Was that Brady's fault, or I mean, it was a pretty hard hit ball. We'll get a replay. I don't know. We just need to get to it in time.
Now batting, the third baseman,
One time, right here.
Brady.
Hey, put one in the gap right here, huh?
11-4. That one's gonna go foul. A lot of people here. A lot of them to see Tom. A lot of scouts, a lot of press. Good eye on that one. I think it's the first ball we've taken. Only took a game and 3 innings for that to happen. That'll be fouled away.
Let's go right here.
On the 1-2. There we go. Solid base hit. So second hit, and that one was a no-doubter. The other one, you know, questionable outfield play that got hit. So this one was no doubt about it. Right between the other team. Into the outfield, into right field.
Now batting, the catcher, Jack Cahill.
All right, Cahill. Will strike out. Elmo Hartley is second.
The center fielder,
Armando Rosario.
Armando Rosario.
2 strikeouts. So that's every time Brady's gotten on base, he's watched as everyone behind him strikes out. And the West is down 12-5 here.
Third baseman,
RBI opportunity for Brady.
Brady.
Let's see what he can do with it. Oh, that one is just gonna fall foul. If that had dropped in, man, that would have been the RBI he was looking for. Hits into the dirt for a ball.
Hey, get your pitch and drive it, huh? Lasers all day.
Bounces that one, and it will be an easy out for Brady over at first. So he goes back to the dugout. That familiar number 12. West is catching up now, 12-9.
Brady.
We need a good thumbnail for Brady for the YouTube. Should we get one now? How do we get a replay here? Oh, it's locked. Can we do it now? There we go. Previous play. How about one of him batting, right? In the inside scoop here, fellas. That's a good, hide. Yeah. We gotta show the jersey, right? Oh, these controls are rather tricky. How about that for the old thumbnail, right? Boom, lock it in. Baseball Brady YouTube thumbnail. That's TV Sports 27 over at YouTube. Official archives. A sinker. Fouled off. Fans getting into it. Oh, did that hit him? That did hit Brady. Brady with his first hit by pitch. Still head to the base. See if his teammates can actually get some good hits this time. It's been a big struggle here. It is going to drop. How about that? So the hit will be good. We'll get bases loaded, 1 out. Chance to make a big rally. That would be impressive. The East was blowing us out. And if we can get back into this thing.
Armando Rosario.
Rosario struck out last time when we needed him. And that's going to be an out. So Rosario's not pulling his weight around here. What do you think? We're gonna get drafted by somebody. Who's gonna take a chance on Tom Brady? Do the Red Sox organization do it? Oh my God, I'm trying to steal home, but that's gonna be a walk. What do you think? Red Sox organization with the Rays, the Montgomery Biscuits, and the Durham Bulls? Would they take Brady after all the success that he has had in Tampa? Or someone completely different? The Mets, who have a history of drafting NFL quarterbacks on their team. That one flies all the way back, and it is out. So we're back within 2, though. It's the West. And 13-10 now. Another fielding opportunity. Brady's got to get one of these good ones now. One of these good fielding chances.
1-1-1.
There we go. The backhander, and this is going to be a difficult throw. Take his time, and he nails it. That one he nails. So he whiffed on the first 2. That one will make the highlight reels. He's a quarterback, right? He's got to make those big throws. Brady's not going to be inaccurate for long. 14-10, a high-scoring battle.
The third baseman, Tom Brady.
Oof. I feel like I held off on that one, but the game took it as a swing, so I guess we'll have to live with it. We'll say that we checked in. The ump said nope, went around. We'll foul it off on that next pitch.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
0-2. Ooh, just misses the strike zone. 6,000 in attendance and probably about 10,000 media as well. We'll be watching Tom Brady give it a try as this one goes back and it's going to die out. Doesn't get very far. Probably went about 300 there. Caught by the center fielder, so the power man watches it go down, and here's a big opportunity now for Tom. The West has pulled their way back into this one. It's 14-12. There's 2 on. There's 2 outs. A home run will win it in walk-off fashion. A solid hit will tie this game up. Here we go. And Brady swings through a pitch. It was nowhere near the strike zone, so not a good start. But that's okay. Got to regroup here. 0-1. Big chance. That one was a little low too, but he kept it in place, and now it's an 0-2 count. This would make the highlight reels now. It'd be all over FS1, ESPN, CBS Sports, all the local news. High fastball. Brady's able to hold off on that pitch.
All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly.
Oh, just outside, but still keeping it alive, so he's doing well here. Tom's taking his breather. Big opportunity. Biggest of his young return to baseball career so far. It is up, and it will drop, and that will do it. So no highlight reel. You might see that play on SportsCenter, too, to see how Brady blew it, but that's going to do it there. A little better than the last game. We had a solid throw over to first. Had a nice hit, but overall couldn't get the come-from-behind win. He did get an RBI, though. Was there an RBI? Must have been on a sacrifice or something. I don't remember getting an RBI, but anyway, RBI and a base hit for Brady. You don't know what you could do, son. That must be Tom Brady Sr., right? Those are the only 2 games. I thought we had one more. Hope it was enough to get drafted. I could have done more. I hope I didn't blow it. How do you feel? I wish I could have done more, says Tom. You got big league potential. All right, here we go. So, was there an organization you really wanted to go play for? No, sir. I just want to play ball. Whoever it'll take. So here we go. Let's do we just sit back? Should we simulate to it?
The first pick is officially on the clock. With the first pick, the Detroit
Round
Tigers
15.
select Richard Mesa.
What Tom was drafted in the 18th round, I believe, in real life.
Second pick, the Baltimore Orioles select Mario Valdez.
I'm guessing we get drafted in this round because that's where they stuck us.
With the third pick,
in the random 15th
Miami
round.
Marlins select Tom Brady.
Oh, we're going to Miami, so we are staying in Florida. There you go. I'm actually looking here on Wikipedia, and he played basketball as well in high school. Looking at his baseball. Baseball. I read it earlier. The 18th round. So we did better than young Tom Brady. Young Tom Brady was drafted in the 18th round. We're in the 15th round. So we're going to Miami, the Miami Marlins, picking up Tom. So Tom will stay in Florida. And we will be heading down south, even further down south, from Tampa down to Miami. So we'll start off in Jacksonville, actually. So he's just going to make the whole Florida rounds. So from Tampa to Jacksonville, we'll go up north first. So the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp, and then the Wichita Windsor. Didn't Jacksonville make the move up to AAA these days? Jacksonville. Because they did the whole realignment, the big minor league realignment. It was a big fuss for everybody this year. They are the AAA affiliate now of the Marlins. They did get the big move up, but for here, they're still the AA. So, all right, so there you go. Going to Miami. Very interesting. You're just drafted with the 15. This is an advisor, former coach. Finally on the road to the show. Couldn't have made it this far without you. Feels like I should have gone higher. Can't believe I'm going to play pro. Well, of course. We'll stick with the captain stuff for Brady. You can enter the minor league system and give it all you got unless you want to play college ball for a year. I mean, what college ball? Brady's done. Brady's graduated. Let's go. We're ready. All right. So Brady's off to Miami, so he doesn't have to go far from Tampa to head. Well, I guess first we're going to Jacksonville. So let's save real quick. So we're going to save. We still got a little bit of time, so let's play a few games here. We're going to save it. Save data. Road to the show. The screen's going to disappear for a bit. Oh no, it's actually showing it. Okay, there, now it went away. And save, yes. Alright. Alright, perfect. Let's jump into it. So we're starting the minor league career off. Here we go. We got the Mississippi Braves up first. Where are we batting? We are batting fourth. All right, we're in a solid position there, batting fourth. And so let me make sure these are all real, because I downloaded that roster. Nicky Fitchner. I don't think any of these players are real. I downloaded that roster that was supposed to be super up to date, or at least it said as of July. Oh no, okay, so there's a Chris Chinina. Maybe these are real people. Bryce Ball. Okay, so maybe just that picture's not anybody. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, we still never got to pick our secondary position. I wanted to do like outfield for secondary. Maybe that comes later. But here we go. Minor league debut in Mississippi. And again, these minor league games, much like when Tebow was playing, you remember all the media attention that got? This is going to be like tenfold with Tom Brady out there playing. We're going to have to get another thumbnail picture of Brady. Or was that going to be a spoiler? Maybe the people watching on YouTube don't want to know that he went to Mississippi, so maybe we'll hold off on the spoiler pick. We'll save that for the next game. But here we go. Southern League Baseball, so we'll be going up against Mississippi, Montgomery, Jackson, the Smokies. I lived in Montgomery for a time or two, so I'm familiar with the Southern League teams here. So we're going to take the feeling for the first game. Look, well, they went right past it. So we got Jared Schuster, who will be Brady's first opponent. We're in Jacksonville. It's kind of weird. I mean, we got used to Brady finally wearing Tampa. Now we got used to Tom Brady wearing Jacksonville across his chest. So first minor league at bat. Here we go. In Mississippi. And he'll ground out the first. So he'll go out on the first at bat, so the batting average drops to a solid 0. There's Justin Dean. Fielding opportunity for Tom. Look at the people, man. They came to see Tom. It's going to be a bunt. He's got to have that speed that he doesn't have a lot of. Speed's his weak point, and he's not going to make it. Yeah. Go watch that 40-yard dash. It's on YouTube of Tom Brady. The comments are pretty funny in the 40-yard dash video. Should I read some of them here? What do you guys think?
The batter, the third baseman.
Tie game here. Empty bases for Tom. Oh, that was a solid contact on that slider, but it goes foul. Big D, 37. Big DJ, 37 is got new followers. Oh my God, all these new followers. Welcome. What level are you at? Gamer Nation. Hey, Gamer Nation. I just started. I'm on. Are you talking about difficulty? Oh, Brady almost got hit. I have it set on the difficulty where if you bat really good, it raises the difficulty, and if you bat really poorly, it lowers your difficulty. We got a new follow too. Is that from Gamer Nation? It was Gamer Nation 2626. Welcome. We're so glad to have you. Yeah, join us. We got plenty more. We got all kinds of Diamondbacks baseball. We just started with Tom Brady. He just got drafted into the Miami Marlins organization. Can't buy a hit right now. Bronze gold. I have no idea. Sorry, Gamer Nation. I don't know any bronze or gold. I haven't seen that come up yet, but I just know I'm on, like I said, look, the sun went right down. I'm on the setting, like I said, where it raises or goes down. Give us a follow on Twitter, TV Sports 27 on Twitter and YouTube. All the links are on the About Me page. Twitter is where folks are following us over there. They would have known the series was coming 2 days in advance. We started talking about it earlier in the week. Gamer Nation, level 3 prestige. That sounds awesome. I have no idea where that or how I can even check. Is that just something I can pull up in the options and check? Let me know where to go. I'll surely check it for you when I get a free moment here. Ooh, that one could have been a strike, right? Hitting the strike zone a little bit. So we got Gamer Nation here. We got the kid, Ice Wizard, still here. That one is not going to drop. We were hopeful. Another out for Brady. You're playing 20 right? Yes, I am still on. I'm going to get 21 eventually, but the price is still in the $60 to $70 range. One of these days when it'll drop, I'll pick it up because you can transfer your file over, which is awesome, which I've made my feelings known that Madden should do that. But there's Tom Brady's first hit in his minor league professional baseball career. Let's check it out one more time on replay. There it is. They'll watch this one back for years to come when Brady wins 7 World Series. That was his first hit. You can tell from the main screen. Where would I look here? Or do I have to be out of the game, maybe? I probably can't check from the road to the show, huh? Well, maybe after the stream is over, I'll check. Remind me at the end of the stream, I'll go check for you. Oh, Brady's first slide, and it didn't happen there. Double play ball. That'll end it. Jacksonville will get the win. So Brady gets his first hit. And the Jumbo Shrimp will take it. You have to be out of the game. Okay, we'll stick around. We'll play probably for until maybe around 6, maybe a little after, maybe a little under 6. And remind me, and I'll check it out on the main menu. Because I've never even looked at that before, so I honestly have no idea what ranking I would be. So, so Brady goes 1 for 4. Or I guess we can just go right into the next game, right? Normally, I like to return to the clubhouse when I'm in the majors because they'll give you a different uniform. If you just hit next game, when you're in the majors, they'll stick you in the same uniform over and over. So I always return to the clubhouse in the majors. But when I'm with the minor league, they only have the one uniform, so it doesn't matter. You can just go forward. So, perfect. All right, so 1-0, Jacksonville. And Tom will be getting ready to jump into game number 2 with the Jumbo Shrimp here. We have Bryce Elder this time on the mound. And here he is. There's the man. 250 batting average. That's solid if it ended right there.
Brady.
With the blue tape on the bat. Some good contact. And there's been a lot of those pop flies from Tom where they just kind of, they look good off the bat and then kind of die out a little bit. There's another one of those. Gamer Nation, can I invite you to a party? What kind of party, man? Is there going to be chips and dip? Yeah, however, if yeah, you can invite me for sure. We got a fielding opportunity now. Oh, it's going to be a pop-up. I was running in like it was going to be a ground ball. I don't get too many of those. I got to be more my wherewithal there. Or Brady. Brady was charging in there like it was going to be a ground ball play.
Third baseman. Brady.
Yeah, for sure, gamer. Yeah, invite me. We got a party chat. If there's more players, if they want to join too, have the folks in the chat. If they want to join, follow us on Twitch and Twitter and YouTube. Definitely, please. Invite me along. Let's get this thing growing. I'm going to let my 30th follower, which we're getting really close. I think you might be number 25. Well, there's the party there. I don't know if I can start it while I'm doing the live stream. But definitely the 30th follower we're going to let... Let's see, can I... Party. I don't even know where it is. Well... I've never done a party chat before, so... Grounder is right through there. Is it going to be an RBI? Tom Brady's first RBI. So we got the first hit last time, and we got the first RBI. Can I join in the middle of a game? Gamer Nation, will it like kick me out, or how does that work? I've never done a party chat before. So am I able to just do that in the middle of a game without any issue? You're the PS4 veteran, man. I don't know all this crazy stuff. Yeah, okay, so where do I go for that? Where do I gotta click on? There's a strikeout. If I clicked, it had the little PS button I clicked and it didn't go to anything. Notifications. Oh, started a party with you. Click there. Alright, I guess you can still hear my voice. You can't, so join party. Yeah, man. We are in the party, okay. Yeah, awesome. Cool. We're in, my friend. So invite the fans, invite your friends, tell them what we got going on. Do they want to see Tom Brady play baseball? Tell your friends to jump in here, man. Anyone in the party. Let's go. Oh, that one. Did you hear that one? That could be a home run ball. It is Tom Brady's first home run. So it was a slow start for Brady in the prospect games. He was a little rocky, but he's got the hit in game 2. He's got the home run. He's got the RBI. There it is. The first home run for Tom Brady. Out of there. Okay. Well, we're back. Right after the home run, the PS4 started going crazy, but...
Hey, one pitch right here. Come on now.
One. Oh, that was in there for a strike, right?
Ball. Down.
That was a ball. Okay, okay. Brady's looking for home run number 2, right? Not enough for home run number 2. Maybe we'll get another chance at it. Okay, 10-0. How about that from Jacksonville?
Brady.
All right, take a rip here. We need you here. Let's go.
Is that one for a ball?
Come on, big guy.
Yeah, pitcher sent. I don't even know how to... That was messing up my PS4. Someone sent a picture. Oh my God. Brady... It is going to drop, but... Oh, and that was 2 outs. I was hoping to be an RBI, but... It was for not. But, pretty good outing for Tom. Yeah, we'll take the win. Couple of bows all around. Brady goes 2 for 5, 3 RBI, and a home run. We'll take it. And the stats are going up. I'm going to be, about that, Gamer Nation, I'm going to be a gold star in no time with those. With Tom's standings there. Those stat lines. Game 3, Southern League's usually a 5-gamer, so 5-game series. Trey Riley this time. These future Atlanta Braves players. There's the man right there. 333, 1 home run, 3 RBI. You know that home run was all over Sports Center, right? Oof. Pitch was there. That changeup got him. The people are buzzing now after that last game. It might not have been, you know, a fluke there. Tom coming in. His greatest baseball performance to date. He hit it right off of that billboard in the back that says MLB The Show. How long does the Marlins, you know, they're not a team that they have their World Series runs, but they're not known for breaking the bank on attendance and all that stuff. How long do they keep Tom Brady in the minors? He starts playing well. You know, the fans in Miami, they're going to be clamoring. They want to see Tom. That's got to be weird, too, I mean, that's going to be not the same stadium anymore, but what if he had been playing still in, remember the Marlins and the Dolphins used to be a stadium? How weird would that be, Tom being in the stadium that he used to beat up Miami for years and years as a Patriot? But still, it's going to be weird to see Tom in Miami again after all those years he spent tormenting them in the AFC East. Double play chance. I think this is our first one of our minor league career here. Nope, that one goes all the way back, so we're not going to be able to get it. It's going to come to us, though. Gamer Nation took off. I don't know what he sent me. My God. Maybe I shouldn't just join random parties. I thought it was like a party where like a bunch of people were going to be there. This might have been what messed up my PS4. I gotta be careful. Ground ball. Oh boy. Is that on Brady? Did the speed? Brady's lack of speed. So after yesterday's blowout, now we see Mississippi doing their damage.
Leading off for the Braves, going out now. The third baseman, number 6,
Bo Phillips.
One.
Take your time, and out. There's the arm. The famous arm. And Brady's doing the whole Florida circuit. After spending his whole career up in Boston.
the third baseman.
I wonder if the Red Sox fans are mad. The Red Sox thinking we had 14 rounds to draft this guy. Instead, he's staying down local in Tampa.
Ball, that's up there. Hey, good eye, yeah.
5-0. Braves up on the Jumbo Shrimp. Right over to Brady's position over at third for the easy out. So game 3, the follow-up game to the impressive 3 RBI home run performance. Not doing as well so far. There you go, game. You were saying my difficulty right there. When you don't do well, it lowers it for you. When you do better, it increases it. So now we got a little, let's see. We'll take advantage while the difficulty is a little low for us. See if we can knock one out of the park, right? Get another home run. That put Jacksonville right back in this thing.
Ball one. Atta boy. Hey, your pitch right here. Let's go.
Ooh, instead, Brady hits into a double play. That's the thing with baseball, though, that's going to be different for Tom that he knows about from high school. But in football, you got to be, I mean, you only have 17 games these days, 16 games before. You know, you got to be perfect in almost every single game. We've had a bad game, it almost affects your whole season. Like, everyone starts looking at you like you're crazy. In baseball, man, you're playing so many games. You're gonna have a great game, like the one we just had. Then you're gonna follow it up with a rough game like this. As I'm saying that, that's a near home run. That's gonna hit. I was trying to do a feet first slide, but that works as the same. But a double. But that's what Tom's gonna have to know. Like, hey, in baseball, you're not gonna be perfect on every single game like you are in football. You're going to have some games where you fall apart. Is that the mighty Mississippi River behind us there?
Now batting, left fielder.
We've yet to cross the plate, though. That's one thing Brady doesn't have on the stat sheet is a run.
That's ball 4. Take your
And it's going to be a ball. Okay, good. The attendance dropped by a couple hundred on the next. It went from, what was it, 3,000 something, went down to 200? Or 300 down to 200? Pops it up, and that's the out. So close. One day you're going to cross plate, Brady. It's going to happen. What do you guys think? Was this worth the wait? I guess so. We've had almost 22 chat comments today. We got a couple new followers, so we've been hyping this one up for a while. Again, if you're following us on Twitter, you knew this was coming early in the week before we even got to today. That's where you'll want to go. Twitter is the place to know when stuff is coming up, so make sure you're following us there on Twitter. That is our first loss of the season for Jacksonville.
Our final line score.
Jump into the next game.
Victorious Braves. 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 8.
Do a quick Twitter check, right? Get the sports news of the day.
And now, let's hear it for your Mississippi Braves.
Boba Fett is trending. Oh, it's a Boba Fett special coming to Disney Plus, huh? Let's see, anything on Twitter? Boise State. Teams with 2+ ranked wins this season. Alabama, BYU, Penn State, and Iowa. Tigers beat the White Sox 5-3.
For Jacksonville, the third baseman, Brady.
Ren Narita taking on Fred Rosser. All right, so those are your updates there. Brady back at the plate. Last 3 games, double and 3 RBI and that home run. Don't forget about that, right? Come on now, the big time. Oh, can't get past the first baseman. My goodness. Freddie Tarnock.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Let's go, baby.
The third baseman.
These pitchers must feel pretty good. Like we're getting Tom Brady out. Something a lot of football players can't say.
Let's go now, one time.
Oh, and it will... That went all the way back. I felt like it just barely hit the edge of the bat, but it went all the way back to the warning track. So quickly, 2 at-bats down. The Braves up on the jumbo shrimp here, 5-3. Oof. Brady's just getting out fast. And these pitchers are going across the plate, so you got to swing at them. Mississippi about to even this series up going into the 5th game. Will Tom be ready to get back to Jacksonville? Just bought a big old new mansion with that football money. And that one traveling back, and it will be out. So a couple of really quick at-bats. I mean, they were just tossing him over the plate and just challenging Brady. That's going to do it. Mississippi picking up the win on game number 4 here. There it is. Oh, there is no 5th game. Okay. I thought they were all 5-game series. Well, egg on my face on that one. He didn't play 5 games. That was only 4 games, right? I gotta look at the calendar again. Unless they switch things up. I lived in Montgomery for a time. It was always 5-game series. Is this what you're talking about, Gamer Nation? I never opened any of these. I don't even know. Attributes, they just go up automatically, right? We don't gotta, we can do a little training. Uh-oh, Coach Wayland Boyle. Hey, Tom. Yeah, good to know. Definitely, we'll get in the batting cage. For sure. I'm team player, Tom. We're still on the road. Let's, where's the calendar? View calendar. We either had an off day or we played 5 games. I just didn't realize it. So we're back. No, we're home. We got Biloxi next. So the Shuckers. There we go. Yeah, let's do some batting cage stuff. Bunting, power drills, batting, contact. Let's get our power up. Yeah. I usually just simulate these. I'm not gonna... Oh, well, it did it for me. Okay, perfect. All right, well, let's get into it. We are still 4th in the lineup. I got a date with the Biloxi Shuckers. Another Mississippi team. So this is the first home game here. One of the Jacksonville fans. They're hoping Brady's going to be here for a while, but they know maybe a player of his caliber, if attendance starts slipping down south in Miami, that new ballpark, they're going to be yanking Tom up to the majors sooner than later. So the Jacksonville fans got to see Tom while they can. Look at everyone there. Look at wearing their number 12 jerseys. See a little bit of red, a couple of Bucks jerseys in there, cut a little bit of blue, some blue and silver, some New England. Hey. Ethan Small. Brady sitting at 235. We'll probably play till about 6, so maybe another 45 minutes. And you say so, that'd be a good steal. Tell your friends, join in, man. Brady's got a uniform on. He's in the minors. I never played AAA ball before. The only road to the show I played, I went right from AA to the majors, so we'll see if Brady follows the same path here. Oof. That one was a little late on the swing. So he goes down, strikeout for the first time in front of the hometown Jacksonville fans here.
Now batting. The third baseman.
4 of 18.
Brady.
Obviously, we like to get a few more hits, but contact with that one, but it's going to go right to center field. It's a deep outfield, 420 feet. Got a little bit of the ivy out there, too, like the Cubs. The Shuckers up 3-1 here on the Jumbo Shrimp.
Brady.
What's your favorite Miami Marlins uniform? Those of you that are still in the chat. Do you like the original, the silver and powder blue? Do you like the orange and green and black that they had a couple of years ago? Do you like the new uniforms, which are kind of like the old ones, the color-wise, but it's like the all-black? That's a tough color for Miami, wearing that black. That's going to make it. Tom Brady with all his speed. I think one of the comments on that 40-yard dash video was, Tom Brady's got a ring for every one of those seconds it took him to finish the 40-yard dash. That was a slow roller, but he got in there.
Now back. Come on now. The left fielder. Zach Vader.
And that's going to be good. Brady definitely doesn't have the speed to get to third. We're moving right along. Maybe we can finally cross home plate. That would be the goal, right?
Now batting. Number 11.
Have a rip like you can. Here we go now, huh?
And
Get out, get out, get out, get out.
He's out.
is it double play? Can't see the ump. Do they call it? No, I think they only gave him one out. Take a look at it again since our camera crew can show us. Well, it's going to take forever. In slow motion here. One out. It was safe. Still wasn't the best angle, but it was safe. So a chance here for Tom Brady to get the Jumbo Shrimp one run closer and across home plate for the first time. It is gonna happen. Tom Brady crosses home plate, so we've done it all within the first handful of minor league games. The home run, the double, the RBI, and we even got a run. What do you think? Should Brady have been a pitcher with his good throwing arm?
Now
Or do you think we made the right choice having a third?
Brady.
Inside ball
Nice
one.
eye up there.
Brady does kind of give off a pitcher feel, doesn't he? But I think realistically, you know, much like a Michael Jordan or a Tebow, you're switching sports. You're not gonna. You got to be a very specialized player. I don't care what kind of arm you got. A very specialized player to be a pitcher.
Good one. Get a good rip on it, huh?
Bounces that one. It's gonna be an easy out over to first.
He's out.
So the Shuckers take this one, and the losing streak of the Jumbo Shrimp keep up here. It's 4 in a row, I believe. Wow, that was nasty there. Brady went 1 of 4.
First for the victorious Shuckers. 4 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 10 men on base.
Biloxi Shuckers and the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. It's a fish festival here. Yeah, Jacksonville down to 2 and 4 after we started off with a great start to the year. Tom hadn't really been doing his part though lately, so let's see. We got to pick it up. As a man in his position, you know the chatter's going to start. The more he slacks, the longer he stays in the minors, which a player of his caliber, legend of his caliber, sitting in the minors like that. And then the chatter's going to begin. Kind of like what you heard with Tebow. He's taking a spot from a young player. He's going to be out there, publicity, all that stuff. He's got to start pulling his weight. Here's a good chance, though. Rare chance at a fielding play. We haven't had too many of these. Nope, not enough speed. That was the second time a play like that has burned us. Do you put that one on Tom? Or is it just a good hit? That's a... Oh, it's hard to get that one. Mark Mathis. Let's see, here's the replay. I mean, what can you do in that situation? It's Biloxi up 4-1 here on the Jumbo Shrimp.
Brady.
Oh, swung through that one too early. The curveball got him.
Let her rip. Let her rip.
I don't know, looked good on the little color wheel replay there. That one made solid contact, but it goes foul. That one's a little early too. We gotta hold up just a half second later. There we go. How about that? It will not drop. Oh man, I thought that one was good. Another fielding opportunity here. Tristan Lutz. Double play chance as well.
One down now. One down.
Depending on how he plays it. Here we go. Double play. Double play. Get it, Tom. He bobbles it. Oh, my God. It's off target. Oh, no. This is going terribly. Tom bobbled it. He gets the error. The whispers are starting in Jacksonville. A lot of pressure, man. 7-1 for the Shuckers. My goodness.
Brady.
Oof. Very hittable pitch right there.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch up there. Hey, get a good one.
Out. They're slumping a little bit. Tom is slumping. He's hearing the chatter. Good Lord. 15-1. Shuckers over the Jumbo Shrimp as Tom's batting average dropping down to 208 here. The difficulty keeps going down and down and down for us. Oh, that's going to be good for a hit. How about 2? Maybe 3. Is it going to keep rolling? Oh, are they going to bobble it? No, we're going to stay at 2. Tom has a little bit more speed. We go 3, but there we go. How about that to quiet the whispers? That went all the way back to the wall for a double. Look at him. There's our man. Yes, sir.
Hey, let's go now. One time.
Now
One time.
batting, left fielder.
The only run of the game is Tom's.
Zader.
Or was that the last game? It might have been the last game. So, there we go. And he walks him. Here comes the rally. 14-run rally for Jacksonville right now. Here we go. You can feel it, right, folks? Some of that 12,000 already left. We got a good group here. They know that the rally is on the way. Here we go. It's happening right now. And there's one out.
Hey, get a good one up there, huh?
Now batting, number 11.
Clayton Andrews. Out. All right, so we're down to the final out here.
The batter,
Santiago Chavez.
Santiago Chavez.
Any big Santiago Chavez fans out there in the chat? I am right there. He's going to bring Brady home. That's going to be 2 RBI. You can see Brady crossing the plate. 2 RBI double by Santiago Chavez. There's the rally. All right, here we go. And the Shuckers win. Well, that's all right. Biloxi will take another. And we only got that big hit there. So Brady gets the double.
58 minutes.
And continue on.
Thank you.
We're
for
moving
joining
up
us
a little
here
bit.
this
Plate
evening.
vision's getting worse,
We
but
remind you to please drive home safely.
we probably finish this one out. Maybe do one more series. So we're gonna go till about 6. It's about 5:30 right now. We got to get ready for NXT 2.0 tonight, right? The second episode of NXT 2.0. But again, for any of our new followers, we had Gamer Nation. Let us know in the on Twitter. What do you guys want to see next time? You want to see more MLB The Show? Tom Brady, Diamondbacks? We got these 6 series. That'll probably be the ones we do for a while. So we got Diamondbacks, we got Tom Brady, we got the Denver Broncos for football. We got Mike Tyson in WCW ECW Alliance on WWE 2K. We got hockey, the Detroit Red Wings, NHL 21.
Batting fourth,
What else do you guys want to see? We talked about doing like a free play day.
Brady.
You know, skateboarding. I got Tony Hawk. You guys want to see some other games besides sports? I do like 616. You guys know 616 on YouTube. He primarily does Mortal Kombat and wrestling, but he does some other things too. And I might do, even though I'm TB Sports, I might throw some other games in there. Still trying to beat Crash 4. You guys want to laugh at me trying to play Crash 4? That hard game.
Leading up for the jumbo shrimp, the third baseman.
I probably get a lot of made fun of on Twitch if I try to stream that game as bad as I am at it. That game is very hard. There's a solid hit. That's going all the way back. That'll be good for at least a double. How about a stand-up double?
Hey, way to drive that one.
All right. Back-to-back doubles for Brady. That's 3 on the year. He's showing he can play with the best of them now.
The center fielder, number 32.
Victor
Victor Mesa.
Get the pitch, stay
Is that his
tuned. Let's
name?
go, drive it.
Victor Mesa?
No, ball 4.
That is his name. He's with the Marlins.
Now batting, right fielder, Lewis Brinson.
Why does he have 2 Victors for his name? Must be a family thing. I mean, it's interesting. Okay. I almost thought it was like a typo, someone with the roster or something, but... Well, we learned something new here today, huh? Even though I'm TV Sports, I'm always in the market to learn something new.
Come on, slide.
Oh, boy.
Down. Oh.
Yep, double play, so... Don't go any further than that double. That's alright, though. So what else is new besides NXT? What are you guys going to watch today? Any of the baseball games? I need to get back into watching. I usually watch like the highlights on YouTube. Oh, we got a challenge here.
Drive that pitch, huh?
How about a double, right? But ever since football season starts, it kind of takes all the time away. I kind of wish, as much as I do like baseball, selfishly, I wish baseball. And I realize, you know, the race to October, all that, I mean, that's like the thing, right? I wish baseball had finished up before football season. Anyone else feel that way? Because it feels like once football starts, like this is the best time of the year for baseball, like all the pennant races and everything. Once football starts, man, like nobody talks about baseball anymore. It's like, I feel like if they would end right before football season, if they maybe started a little earlier, that's going to be the first broken bat.
Round it.
What do you guys think? End a little earlier, start sooner, and then end a little earlier before football season starts? Do you think baseball would get a little more talk, a little more hype? Jumbo Shrimp up 3-2 here on the Shuckers.
Brady.
They got Wichita on their sights, hopefully. If not, we're going right to Miami. Is that still a team? You know, he had the whole minor league. Brady survives the double play.
The center fielder, number 32.
Looking it up here, Wichita Surge. So they've actually switched. So now the Wichita Wind Surge, they're the Double-A affiliate of the Twins. They're supposed to begin play. So they're a relatively new team here. Prior to 2020, the Wind Surge had been located... Oh, they were the Baby Cakes. I remember that team. That was a short-lived team, that New Orleans team. They were the Zephyrs, and they changed to the Baby Cakes for a couple of years, and then they moved. Anyway, so they've been there. They're forced to... team's history... Wichita played to Wichita Wingnets to break their lease to build a Bel Air Park. Wichita Wind Surge. The name was met with criticism from residents. They don't like the name Wind Surge. Okay. It's all interesting history. We might not even play in Wichita, but name was met later in the day. The name was announced. Less than 24 hours, the petition had over 7,400 signatures. People hated that name. I gotta look more into that. The Wind Surge was scheduled to play their inaugural season in 2020. Postponed due to the pandemic. The team then dropped to Double-A classification, having never played a Triple-A game due to MLB's realignment. So they're going to be a Triple-A team here. Instead of being a Miami Marlins affiliate, the Wind Surge went to the Minnesota Twins. Boy, what a rough outing for this poor team that we might be going to. The fans hated the name. They didn't even get to play a single game as AAA, and they dropped down to Double-A. I'm reading this article here, compliments of KAKE.com. We love our city, but the Wind Surge is a horrible name. The logo looks like a Pegasus, and the taxpayers had no say. Let the taxpayers name the team. Potential names that were released like the Wichita Linemen, the Doodahs, and the 29ers. That's a hard one to say, the Wichita 29ers. You're so used to saying 49ers to the 29ers. So, boy, what a that poor team. I said everyone, the fans hated the name. They didn't play a single game. So there's your Wichita Wind Surge history, which is either going to be in our future, or we're heading straight to the pros for Miami. A sliding play there, but it's going to be an out over at first, so that'll do it for Tom. And Jacksonville finally will break the losing streak, get back in the win column with the win here. There's Brady shaking hands. They're touching hands with greatness right there. Yes, sir. Got 7 Super Bowl rings on that hand. Brady with the double. We're going to jump into the next game. Keep it going. And I think we hit the road after this series. We either got 1 or 2 more games left here against the Shuckers. Those mountains, those famous Jacksonville mountains in the backfield, right? Yeah, man, come on. 3-6. Brady out there signing autographs. I don't know, is he too good for that, or? The Jumbo Shrimp fans, they're here. They've enjoyed seeing Tom in the homestand. Hasn't all been great, but I mean, he's sitting there at 241. Not bad for a former 18-round draft pick to the Expos. What a diving catch by the first baseman for the out. Kind of robbing Brady of one.
Now batting, the third baseman, Brady.
We have Asdequart joining us. ASDEQWRT. I think the guy just ran his hand across the keyboard. Is that how you got your name, man? I think. Contact swing. Let's do we haven't done a power swing, right? That's X or a square, right? Square for the old power swing. I haven't done that yet. Let's go with everything. Here we go.
Hey, get off, get off, get off.
All right, that was good. That's gonna be a ground rule double, so we'll take that. I gotta remember we made Tom a power swinger because that was the one that had the lowest speed. What do you guys think? Would Tom be a power swinger in real life, or would be a contact man? I want the power swing because it had the lowest speed. It's fun to hit home runs too, right? You want to see Brady hit home runs. That's what we came here for. Not contact, not like Ichiro. We don't want to see Brady just get a bunch of hits. I want to see Brady hit home runs. That's the man. And he's got a strong arm too. That also, the power gave us the strongest arm in the field. Perfect for our third baseman. The Jumbo Shrimp up 1-0 here, thanks to Brady's big solid hit. Went up against the left field wall. He's watching his teammates just swing for the fences themselves and strike out. He didn't have the greatest major league team either that he's going to, unfortunately for Tom. It's not like he did get drafted to Boston, who always has a solid team. When he does get up to the majors, if he stays in this organization, which, if my last road to the show told you anything, you can have a great Double-A and get traded immediately. Can Tom turn the Miami Marlins around, or is he going to be stuck on a team that's going to be 4th or 5th place every year? That is the question. So it's a tie game now. 1-1. Runner on first. There's another hit. That's going to be his first multi-hit game, I think. Got to stand up. How about the RBI double for Brady? Yes. Tom Brady.
Now batting. The left fielder.
He's heating up today. Now we got to bring him home. Bennett strikes out.
Now batting. Number 11.
Someone bring home Tom, increase that lead. Well, there's a ball, so that's something at least. Walk him. Riley Mahan. Is that like Mick Mahan?
Riley
Mick Mahan.
Mahan.
Remember that?
See it, drive it like you can. Here we go.
There's wrestling fans probably know that. If you're a baseball fan, watch that. Probably think I'm drunk. Well, he strikes out anyway, so send them all back as you look at those Jacksonville Mountains. I'll be in Jacksonville this weekend. If you're going to be in Jacksonville at the Cardinals-Jaguars game, why don't you go look for me? I'll be out there. Look at shout, say, is TV Sports 27 here?
Nope, outside.
We have Distant Uncle 4 joining us. Welcome, my friend, in the chat. 1 versus 1 Diamond Dynasty. I have no idea what that means, but I appreciate you being here. Give us a follow, my friend. Oh, Diamond Dynasty, that's like the Madden Ultimate Team, isn't it, with like all the cards and stuff? No, man, this is Tom Brady. There's no time for Diamond Dynasty. You're watching the greatest of all time create his own Diamond Dynasty as he's just swinging through pitches out of the zone. This is Tom Brady, man. Oh, boy, and he strikes out. So he picked a Distant Uncle, you picked a rough time to come. We got Chico Flow 2K21 now following. Is that you, Distant Uncle? Yeah, man. The GOAT, that's right. You know it. Give us a follow, my friend. If you want to see more Tom Brady, we'll keep streaming him. He's making his own Diamond Dynasty, or at least he's trying. Look at that game. 2 for 4, 2 double, 2 RBI. Would that be his greatest performance so far, or would it be the home run game from about a week ago? You be the judge of that. So Distant Uncle is here. Gamer Nation, I think, is coming and going. Yeah, I think all that's for Diamond Dynasty. You are your Chico. Well, thank you for the follow, my friend. So following us on PS here on PlayStation, which is awesome. Give us a follow on Twitch and follow us on Twitter as well, because you can interact one-on-one on Twitter, and you'll get the first scoop on all the upcoming streams, and you can even request streams. I'm in the business of requesting. You go on Twitter and say, hey, I want to see some football today. Hey, I want to see some hockey today. Boom, we're gonna bring it to you. So give us a follow on all those platforms. We got Coach coming up to us. Keep improving your throwing accuracy. Yeah, we haven't had too much fielding we've had to do here. Definitely. We'll give you a shout out for the follow. We're on the road to 30 followers, and we've been hyping up that when we get follower number 30, we will let them pick what stream we do. Like, they get to name the stream. So that would be fun. Let's see what we're at. Where you got Montgomery next. That's my old stomping grounds. I lived in Montgomery for a time or two. I've been to many a biscuit games there at Riverwalk Stadium. So should we get our contact up? Our plate discipline. Let's get our plate discipline up. And we'll just... I don't have time to go through all the drills. We'll just let Tom do it on his own. So back to Riverwalk, man. Like I said, that's my old stomping ground. I don't live there anymore. But that is where I spent many, many years. So it'll be kind of fun to head back there. See how the old stadium's looking in Montgomery. That's the one fun thing about the Tampa Bay Rays AA team, which the Montgomery Biscuits are. Because the Rays, you know, they're so known, they're so famous, they don't keep a lot of their players. They're constantly restocking. It's a foggy day in Montgomery. There's the Capitol back there. That's kind of perfect. Montgomery is the capital city. Capital cool. That was their big tagline when I was living there. Just the city of dreams, or capital dreams, something like that. With the Rays, because they're always replenishing their roster, they pretty much just have players for the bare minimum, and they get rid of them, bring in the next group of guys. Living in Montgomery, you get to see a lot of prospects come through there because they're very quickly coming up. So I saw Kevin Kiermaier play in Montgomery. I was the tail end of David Price. I wasn't quite there when David Price was there, but you heard all about them. All about him. Chris Archer, I was there. I saw Chris Archer pitch in Montgomery. So if you get the chance, man, it's cool to go see a Biscuits game, because There are a lot of prospects, a lot of future Rays prospects, and it's not like other teams. It's not like the Yankees or the Red Sox where they're gonna kind of be sitting in the minor league system for a while because those players aren't going anywhere. But in Tampa, they're coming up soon and soon and soon. So you'll get to see a lot of players come through that system in Montgomery. So a little nostalgia here, going back to Riverwalk, or I guess Capitol Stadium as it is here in this game. And Brady has some fielding action there. Still got that arm strength, man. Let's see how many followers we're at now. When we get to 30, like I said, it's going to be the big thing.
Hey, nice and patient.
The big celebration. The big milestone. The 30 followers.
Ball, that's out.
We are currently at, as it's loading up, 25 followers. So we are 5 away from 30 followers. It's right on the homepage, the road to 30. So you can see the countdown there as Tom. I need to do some really power hits. Should we go 2? No, back it up, Tom. Back it up, Terry. Back it up. I don't even think this road to 30 followers link is even working anymore. When I click on it, it goes to a blank page, which is rather unfortunate because it did work for a while. But anyway, so we're still on the road to 30. We're getting closer and closer. 5 away. And our 30th follower, man, you'll get the big shout out, and you get to pick what stream we do next. So get those follows in, man. Jumbo Shrimp and the Biscuits. It's rather frustrating for Tom, as every time it seems like he gets on base, all his guys behind him just strike out. It's like, come on, man. He's used to playing with some of the greats. Oh, God, I wasn't even paying attention. Or Tom wasn't paying attention. He was looking at the fog got in his eyes. So that's an out. Well, I guess you really do got to pay attention to every pitch, huh? So Tom goes down. Still 1-1 game here.
Catcher, Pinto.
Renee Pinto. And it's a little high. I thought it was going to be low, but the row came in high. So to see Tom's fielding action. He's still got the arm, man. After 7 Super Bowls, at his age, the ripe old age of, what is he, 40, 42 these days? Getting into a baseball career in the twilight of his career. Much like Michael Jordan. Says, I won all the titles and I want to go play baseball. Following in the Michael Jordan footsteps. Maybe he'll last longer than 2 years. We'll see.
Hey, get your pitch up there.
That would have been fun. What if the White Sox had drafted Brady? And then just kind of mimicking what Michael Jordan did.
0-1.
Those were the ones we were really looking at. Of course, Boston, Tampa. The White Sox would have been interesting with their history. The Mets, of course, picking up Tebow. The Braves, of course, had Deion Sanders. 2 sports star. Not unheard of. There's been a lot of 2 sport stars. Maybe Tom was playing baseball and football at the same time. Remember when Deion did that? He played in the football game and then he flew and made it in time for the World Series game. They didn't let him play. Those days are long gone now, man. And these contracts are so restricted to anything. Like you watch some of those old WCW matches and you see Karl Malone and Dennis Rodman mixing it up, and that was like in the middle of the NBA Finals. When oh my God, what happened there? That hit Tom right in the face. We've had a couple of fielding blunders for Brady. That was one of them. Still 1-1 game here. The neon green bat. Just need to get 1 out to get out of this one. Low scoring one here. There we go. That one fielded cleanly by Tom. And he's going to put it right over to first. Throwing the baseball just like he would throw football. Back in the end zone for the out. Top of the 9th.
The third baseman.
Tom could be the hero here. He's got 1 home run to his name so far.
Nope, that's down.
Pitch goes low for a ball. We're going to put a power swing on this one. We're going to go for the fences. Oof. Let's see, how close were we? That was right on. It was in the a little outside the green, but it was there. Oof. The changeup gets him. Strike 2. And the changeup gets him again. Brady strikes out. We're into extras here. Bottom 10.
Cal Stevenson.
Bouncer to Tom. See that arm strength here. Yeah, just like he's done hundreds of times in the NFL. That's what people want to see. I don't know if they want to see so much home runs from Tom. They want to see that arm strength. They want to see that he can still throw it. All right, so hero time for Brady. Driving a run. Pressure's on. 1 out. 2 on. Tie game. What can the greatest of all time do?
That's out.
Watch that fastball go for a ball. All right.
Your turn now. No one better.
Can he be the hero like he's been so many times on the football field?
That's out. 1-1.
Fastball is swung at. It's like it was a little late.
Hey, keep going up there. Clutch up.
Look at everyone piling in. Say hey in the chat. This is a big moment here.
No, that's low.
Another ball. Tom's got a chance. Tom Brady has a chance to be the hero. Here in Montgomery, it's the Biscuits and the Jumbo Shrimp. Tom Brady in the Miami Marlin organization. Drafted in the 15th round. 3 rounds higher than he was drafted in high school. Oh, boy. That one was really late. 2-2.
Hey, keep it going. Need you right
It
now.
looked a lot worse than what it showed at the bottom there.
Hey, your turn now. No one's better.
And it is going to be a double play. That was a worst case scenario. Boy, oh boy. So no hero yet for Brady. He hasn't quite had the big hero-making play just yet, and everyone got mad. Everyone that was piling in, they took off after that double play. I don't blame them. Like the fans of Montgomery here.
Now batting.
We roll on, bottom 11th in Montgomery.
Let's go now. Throw that 2 for 1
Late
special.
one here. I think Circle is still open after this. You guys know Montgomery, know what I'm talking about. Restaurant right by Riverwalk Stadium. The train going through. Brady 1 of 5. He's batting .263, so I mean he's solid for what most
We need you right here. One time.
ball players would be at. Obviously, getting to the 300s would be ideal. Top of the 14th now. Cracks that one into left field.
Find the ball. Find the ball.
And there's your go-ahead run sitting on first. So it's going to be up to the teammates now, who have let him down so far multiple times.
Now batting. Left fielder. Zach Daner.
And another strikeout.
The batter, number 13. Second baseman. Riley Mayhem.
Hey, your turn now. No one better.
It will... Oh, I was trying to slide. What the heck? Well, guess I didn't hit the ball. I'm struggling with sliding, aren't I? That happened a lot of my Diamondbacks.
Hey, no out here.
Now batting. Number 12.
Come on, just you and him. Give him yourself.
We're still tied here. Man, bottom 14th. One of Brady's longest sporting events, huh? And they're going to try to push across the run. Oh, goodness. They would really hate him in Jacksonville if Tom whipped on the bunt. We have another distant uncle. This is distant uncle 45. Is that the same
The batter, number
distant
13.
uncle as distant uncle 4?
Yeah. Haley.
The distant uncle 4 and distant uncle 45. And distant uncle 45 has given us the big follow, so now we're at 26. Oh, not enough speed, man. That's going to cost them the game. Oh, boy. They're going to lose it here in the bottom of the 15th. Tom Brady didn't have the speed to get to it. He's not a speedster, man. Maybe that's a dangerous position for him to be over at third at that low speed. But he's got the arm strength. We're going to see the replay right here. Maybe we will. Oh, he was trying, man. So we got distant uncles everywhere. But anyway, 26 followers, so we're on the road to 30, man. We're on the verge. Give us that follow on Twitter if you're not doing so either. Like I said, that's the best place. We got to get the Twitter followers up. That's where we post all the big news, the pictures. Said you would have known well in advance that Tom Brady baseball was on the way if you're following on Twitter. And don't forget to check out the archives too on YouTube. All the links. Go to Twitch and just click on the About Me. Yeah, we don't need to see that picture. And you'll see all the links to Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, all that fun stuff. So that's where you'll want to go. Alright, let's keep going. We're going to finish out this series against the Biscuits, and then we'll call it a day for stream number 1 of Tom Brady's return to baseball.
One error. They left 21 minutes. And now, please welcome your Montgomery Biscuits.
Follow-up day with Montgomery and Jacksonville.
Leading off for Jacksonville.
Biscuits versus Jumbo Shrimp. Let's do all power swings for this game. Well, that one didn't do anything there.
Move it.
Get out of there.
Hey, one time, right now. Here
batting,
we go.
the third baseman, Tom Brady.
Oof.
0-1's the count.
Terrible take. We're doing all power swings, man.
No ball, 2 strikes.
0-2. Oh boy, that was an awful at bat. Swung at one that was not even in the zone. Didn't swing at one that went across the plate, and then swung at that one way too early. 3 strikes, he's out of there with that terrible at bat.
Now batting, the third baseman, Tom
2-on opportunity.
Brady.
And sends that one back. Just shy of the warning track for the next out.
Leading off for the Biscuits, the center fielder, Ken Hanley.
Oh, there we go. Oh, where are you going, Tom? Oh my god, I swear I didn't hit any button to make Tom go. I guess the momentum of the ball just carried him, but he made the nice catch. But there were no buttons pressed that made touchdown Tom go that way. And, yep. Look at this Tom take a break from this stream. He's had some blunders for sure. That one looked like it was hit on outside of the zone. Out. Get out of there, Tom. Let's sit down.
Leading off for Jacksonville.
0 for 4. We're going into extras again. They might as well not even play 5 games. They can get 5 games just out of the extra innings they've done so far.
Ball. Down.
Nice lead.
We haven't drawn a walk yet. We've gotten a hit by pitch. But Brady has not drawn any walks just yet. Sends that one back, and it's going to be another out. So an 0 for day for the greatest.
Leading off for the Biscuits, the left fielder, Logan Driscoll.
Oh my God. Yeah, I saw that, right? That like glitched out. Oh my God, that's going to be an error. We're getting a lot of, I don't know if it's... Oh. It glitched on us there.
The batter, number 13.
Well,
Baseman, yeah.
bottom 12. And it's going to be a bunt. Oh, there's not going to be any speed on this. Oh, is there? Yes, he got it. Not a whole lot of confidence, but it was good. I didn't have any confidence. The Jumbo Shrimp are going to pull this one out in the 12th. So Jacksonville takes the win. Brady had a nice throw there down the stretch. All right, let's finish out this series and let's call it a day. We'll upload it to YouTube. You guys can watch all the replay. You can watch the day that our young man Tom Brady grew up into a full-grown man getting drafted by the Miami Marlins. His time in Jacksonville, his time out west with the California prospect team.
Montgomery Biscuit.
Time for the next battle between the Biscuits and the Jumbo Shrimp. Shane Boz, he's getting the big call up on, or he did get the call. That was on yesterday, right? What happened in that game? That was the big, everyone was talking about him and the big call up. Let's take a pause and look at those stats. I completely forgot. That's why I said I hadn't even been watching baseball a lot lately. We'll see what he did yesterday. The Rays won 6-4. And how did Boz do? Let's see. Box score. Pitching. 5 innings pitched, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 2 home runs, and 5 strikeouts. So, you know, not perfect, but he struck out 5 major league batters. That's a big deal. So here we go. Brady going up against a full-blown major leaguer right here. And that's what I was talking about when this series started about the Biscuits. You're going to see, when you go to a Biscuits game, you're going to see major league players. They're going to end up on that Rays organization so fast, just the nature of the Tampa Bay Rays, always cycling them in and out.
Dog, get your pitch. Hey, let it rip, one time.
Oof.
I got the count. Oh, and
Slider outside. Think Tom Brady's ever been to Montgomery before?
Let it rip, let it rip.
It's the home of the Camellia Bowl. And that's going to be an out. Trying to get out of the slump here in Montgomery. Hadn't been going too well in Montgomery on this road trip.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
Now batting.
7-0 Biscuits here on the Jumbo Shrimp.
Oh, baby. Get your pitch up there. Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go, kid. Hey, look at one pitch right here. Come on now.
That's gonna... Oh! Yeah! Out! They call him out. Man. Got the runner a second, though. 12-2. 10-run lead for the Biscuits here on the Jumbo Shrimp. Brady pops that one up. Yeah, he's been slumping here in Montgomery. That's Tom. So he's got to head back.
We got two.
The center fielder, number 9, John Diaz.
14-2. A couple of high-scoring games the last couple of minor league ones here. Oh, man, could that have been double play? Could Tom have, oh, that's going to be off target. Boy, we got to get these throws down. This has been a couple of errors that we've had. And this is only our third series, too. The coach looking like, make the right choice drafting this guy. I know he's the greatest. I don't know about his baseball ability. But we're going to tree. We're going to keep going. Oh, boy, there was one that he would have liked to have had back. Looking for a second home run of his minor league career. Cranks that one back, and it will fall just short of the home run wall. It's going to be good for an RBI. How about a stand-up double for Tom Brady? That's double number 4, or 6 rather. Boy, I lost count. We've hit that many doubles, huh? Double number 6 of his minor league career. Just a little more power. That one would have been out of here.
Hey, need you right here, kid. Drive something.
The left fielder, Zach Zaner.
Looking for Zaner, who is struck out more often than not when Brady gets on base. He's going to strike out again. Good Lord. Holy smokes. He strikes out a lot.
Now back, second baseman, Riley.
Biscuits 14, Jumbo Shrimp 4. That's going to do it for the top of the 8th, and that is probably going to do it for this ball game. Look at that hit disparity. My goodness. Yep, that's going to do it. The Butter and Blue pick up the win here. And that's going to do it for our stream today. We come to the end of the series there. So you see, Tom had the one double. We'll take a look at the final stats and see what we got coming up ahead of us. Let us know what you guys want to see on. We got a couple of new followers today, but the best place, go on Twitter, twitter.com/TBSports27, and that's where you can vote on polls, request what streams you want to see next. We got 6 now. We got 6 series we do. 2 baseball, 2 wrestling, 1 football, and 1 hockey. So let us know what you want to see. Let us know if you want to see us play anything besides sports. A little free play day. We're debating doing that or not. You want to see me die a million times at Crash Bandicoot or play Horizons or something. So we're going to take a look at the calendar, what we got coming up. We're sitting at 6-9. We head to Biloxi next. That'll be our second showdown with Biloxi. We got a lot of road games here. Then we finally return home here as we take on the Chattanooga Lookouts. Wrong one there. So we got Chattanooga, then we got the Tennessee Smokies. Back to playing the Biloxi Shuckers next, the Blue Wahoos, the Biscuits, and then we will round out the month against the Tennessee Smokies once again. There's Montgomery, the Trash Pandas, the Braves. We'll be off to the All-Star weekend. So we got some good series coming up with these Southern League teams. And yeah, let's look at the roster. Let's see where the Marlins are sitting at it on a 3rd. They got Brian Anderson. We can compete with that, right? They never let us pick our secondary position. Or maybe that's something we acquire later on, right? I don't know. Let's see. Let's pull up the options real quick before we go. Settings, no. Customize my player. Customize. Equipment, appearance, animations. Yeah, I was never able to change the height or weight of Brady. And I was never able to pick a secondary position. Maybe that all comes later. So that'll do it for the first stream. Let us know what you think. We're going to upload it to YouTube so you can watch the replay on demand. And let us know on Twitter. Follow us over there and let us know what you want to see us stream next. Thanks for joining us for Tom Brady's baseball adventures. We'll catch you guys all next time as we're